Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Kristen, and today I'm trying out these dual forms from Novo Ovo that are in a 3XL Russian almond shape. And let me tell you, this shape is so unique, so elegant, so beautiful. I cannot wait to share the process with you and the set. So if that sounds like a good time, be sure to subscribe and stick around to the channel for more. First, I'm going to pick out my sizes, and this brand is very size inclusive. So I'm a number 2 for the thumb, which means if you've got a bigger thumb than me, you've got two other sizes that might accommodate you. And the same goes for the smaller sizes. There's lots of options. So if you've got bigger nail beds or smaller nail beds, this brand usually has you covered. The shape of the cuticle area fit really well for all of my nails except the thumb. The thumb I had to file down to make it more square to fit my nail bed better. In hindsight, I wish I hadn't done this, but we'll get into why later. I'll be using the Jello Peel Off Base Gel again this week. Once the base coat is applied, we can jump right into using these dual forms. The polygel we'll be using today is from Born Pretty. I will try to have the color linked below, along with my discount code and affiliate link for Born Pretty. Their polygels are super easy to use and the colors are very nice. I love this shade that we're using today, the glitter pink. And I'm starting with my pinky, which I was the most nervous about because the area to fit the polygel in is very, very thin, but to my surprise, it was very easy to get the polygel into that narrow tip area. For a slip solution on my brush, I'm using 70% alcohol. I also want the polygel to come all the way to the sides, and I still want there to be like room in there. Like, I don't want this nail tip to be full. I want the sides to have some definition for there to be a little crevice underneath. You know what I mean? I hope that made sense. But yeah, I'm just trying to like basically define the sides and push the polygel in. And then I'm going to be like spreading the polygel down, just like you see here. And my plan of action for today was to actually do the tips and then cure it and then add more polygel for applying it to my actual nail bed. And that worked brilliantly. So I'm going to stop here and cure this piece. Once it's cured, I'm going to add another bead of polygel. There was a little piece of plastic from the packaging that came out this time, so I'm just going to quickly scoop that away. Then I'm going to pat the polygel down, blending it into the nail tip and getting it ready to put right on my nail bed. And if it looks like I'm using a lot of polygel, it's because I am. These nail tips were like quite big and it was my first time doing it anyway, so I might have gone a little heavy on it, but everything worked out. So once that looks ready, I'm going to get my little flash lamp ready. Try to make this straight because I feel like I only got one shot to do this right. And I'm going to hold it and then do a flash cure. And before I put it in the lamp for a full cure, I'm just going to check the underneath side to make sure no excess product has spilled out. And once that looks good, I'm going to go ahead and cure it. And we are moving right along to the next nail, speeding through this one a little faster. And by this point, my confidence is up, so I really am pushing that polygel around with a purpose. I was kind of shocked how easy it was to make these. I really thought the shape would be more of a challenge, but let me tell you, it is very user friendly as long as you're comfortable with polygel. And because I know just curing the tips first and doing the nail bed after works, I'm going to be doing like filling out the tips for all of the nails before I cure any more onto my nail bed. So we're doing assembly line situation now. And it's just important to remember if you're doing it like this, where you're curing half the nail before applying it to the nail, You just really need to like blend out, like right where I'm doing here. If you don't do this, there will be like a very clear line where you added more polygel, but just blending it a little bit gets rid of that. And before I cure it, I'm just perfecting the sides, making sure that they look even, because I want the underside of these nails to look decent too. I'm moving right along. I did use a lot of polygel for this set. Luckily, I had a new tube, but yeah, just keep that in mind. These are big nails. Okay, I'm ready to apply the rest of these to my nails. My pinky has been very lonely this whole time. And just like before, I'm applying another bead of polygel and blending it into the rest of the tip. I'm going to do my best to make these straight. I feel like if they're crooked, you're really going to be able to tell. But yeah, just doing the best I can and flash curing them when I think that they're on there straight. And before I do a full cure, I'm just checking the underneath side to make sure there's not too much product spilling out and, making sure that there's no product touching my skin. Okay, we're fully cured. I haven't taken the forms off yet, but I'm just kind of gagged at how they're looking. They're intense, but also kind of elegant. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop these forms off. It's the most satisfying thing. I like to use my tweezers to just kind of lift up a little part of it, and then usually once you get a little part lifted, the whole thing just flies off. Okay, here's how they're looking with the forms removed. Super cool. Let's get into some filing, just minimal filing on these. The thumb didn't have great adhesion near the cuticle area. Could have been because I trimmed down the nail form, so we're going to have to add a bit more polygel there later. And the reason why I wasn't super happy with the thumb, like why I wouldn't trim down the dual form next time, is because it kind of moved the apex of the nail. So I feel like the apex is like in a much higher position, like much closer to my cuticle than I would like it to be. And I don't know, maybe it's not a big deal, but next time I try these, I'm not going to make any changes to the thumb. I'll just apply it as is and add more polygel to any missed areas if needed. But yeah, the filing took no time at all. I'm just getting rid of a little bit of bulk around the cuticles and then the sides. I'm just using a 240 grit file to get off those like thin little wispy layers from the duoform. And yeah, the shape of these is super sharp and perfect. I washed my hands after filing, and now I'm going in with a little bit more polygel on the thumb since there was kind of like a gap. There was like a blank spot where it needed some product. So I'm just going to take my time to fill in that cuticle area and do my best to blend it into the rest of the nail. This part also didn't take too long, so if you're in that same position where you feel like it's not like perfect around the cuticle, you can take a few minutes to basically perfect it, and it does like blend into itself quite easily. You can kind of see from this footage how the apex is like way too high up, and I probably could have filed a bit more to make it like to recalibrate the apex, but I just left it for this set and I'll be more mindful next time I use these forms. But yeah, other than the shape of the thumb not really fitting my thumb shape, I've got zero complaints about these dual forms. They were so insanely easy to use and the shape is so stunning. The shape is so good. My middle finger also needed a little bit of extra love around the cuticle, so I'm just going to quickly do that before we dive into decorating these. I'll be using my tried and true Bling It gel from LGN Pro, and I found these nail charms that I felt like just went really well with that polygel shade. I used these charms once before to make a Valentine's Day set, and I always forget this, but these charms are glow in the dark too. They're so fun. I love a surprise glow in the dark moment. After all the charms are flash cured in place, I'm taking some more of the Bling It gel and just filling in any cracks and crevices where my hair or my clothes might get caught in these charms. It's always worth doing that extra step. And then I'm going to do something I rarely do on this channel. I am going to add some bling to the cuticle area and yeah, bling these out kind of in a symmetrical way versus a chaotic way, which is more my MO. So yeah, I've got these champagne crystals. I've had them in my collection for a little while now, and I just felt like they would go really well with this set too. So yeah, we're gonna pretty these up with some bling. And that's pretty much it for today's video. So I am creeping in with the finished set. Every once in a while, once in a blue moon, I will hit y'all with such a pretty, elegant set. This is so pretty. This is so princess vibes. I don't know if it's the bling, the color, the shape. I don't know what's doing it for me, but I find this set to be so elegant. I found them to be very comfortable to wear. Yeah, they're long, but they weren't unruly. I had a really easy time wearing these for the week. And yeah, I love them and I will definitely use them again at some point. I should mention if you want to buy anything from Novo Ovo, I do have an affiliate link which will be listed in the description. So if you're going to buy anything from them, you can use my link and I'll get a small kickback from that. But anyway, if you enjoyed this set, make sure that you like the video, subscribe. You can also hype the videos now, which would be great if you could. And yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, you're one of the real ones. I appreciate you so friggin' much. Thank you so much for all your support. and I hope to see all of you in the next one. Bye.